is a graduate of the University of Connecticut. He joined Toastmasters in 1976 and earned his Distinguished Toastmaster in 1981. He's been a past area director twice. He's an Arizona realtor for 45 years and a realtor emeritus. It's very fancy. Enjoys fitness, reading, and hiking, and of course, the lovely Lisa Jones. Please help me welcome Paul Pastore, Words of Affirmation. Words of Affirmation, Paul Pastore.
Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Make your good better and make your better best. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guest, how many remember hearing that refrain when you were younger? When I was in 1966, that was probably the first time that I heard that expression. And I'd like to take you back to 1966. How many here were not born in 1966? Well, in 1966, I used to be able to fly. Now, some of you think I'm joking. JP, my evaluator, probably thinks I'm joking. But in 1966, 2 years before that, Lee Iacocca came out with the first Ford Mustang. Lyndon Johnson was the President of the United States. The United States was involved in Vietnam. And I was a sophomore in high school. And I thought I could fly. Now, to be honest, I needed a pole to get off the ground. And I could only go a little over 14 feet. But it felt like flying to me. And I received a lot of awards and accolades for doing just that. But the better award I wish I received was my parents to have gone to my track meets. But they were too busy. And the best award would have been for them to open up the Sunday paper and say, oh, look at this big picture of Paulie. As a sophomore, he just broke the state pole vaulting record. Congratulations. We're really proud of you. I never heard them say that. Now, don't get me wrong. They were good providers. And they gave me one of the best gifts a parent can give a child. And that's a moral compass. And I still carry that compass around. But when my kids were in school, I made a commitment that I was going to be at all their events. And for a 10-year period of time, I volunteered to be their soccer coach and their basketball coach. You see, I wanted to give my kids not just presents that they could open, but my presence in their lives. One of the best awards in sports I recently received was from my daughter Brianna. I overheard her say to her friend Megan, who was our soccer goalie, that remember when your dad was coaching after practice, he would take us home and we would say to him, can we stop and get a Slurpee? And he'd always stop. And after the games, whether we won or we lost, he would take the whole team out to get ice cream at Thrifty. Weren't those fun times? Those words of affirmation were one of the best awards I ever received in sports. But if you want to see great awards, you got to look at the real estate business. Why, they have Lister of the Month, Salesperson of the Month, of the Quarter, of the Year. And they have that prestigious award called the $1 Million Producer. But you see, that's not based on income, it's based on dollar volume. Example, the median house in Maricopa County right now is $457,000. So over the course of a year, if you were to sell 2 houses, you are a $1 million producer. What does that mean? It means that you've grossed about $30,000. You're netting about $20,000, and that's before you pay taxes. And you know real estate agents don't like to set money aside for taxes. But one of the best awards I ever received in real estate came about 5 years ago, when my daughter called me up and she said, you know, the new board office is open in Chandler. Let's tour the facility. Meet you in the parking lot. So I went to the parking lot, but she didn't tell me that they had sold engraved bricks to line the walkway. And as we almost got to the front door, she said, Dad, there's your brick. I looked down, 5 words. My name, love you, Dad.
Oh.
And about a week later, she took my grandson, Grady, took a picture, texted it to me. Love you, Dad. That is the best award I've ever received in real estate. I'll tell you a secret, though, Lisa and I. Every day, sometimes more than once a day, I'll say to her, I love you more, I trust you more, I'm more committed, and I kiss you more. Sometimes she'll look at me and say, you've been drinking again, haven't you? Other times she'll say, no, I love you more. And we have this little tete-a-tete, no, I love you, no, I love you. And then we'll smile at each other and realize that these words of affirmation are something that we've waited our whole lives to hear. We might not have heard them from our parents, our relatives, or our teachers. But these words of affirmation are powerful, they're priceless, and they're precious. My fellow Toastmasters, good, better, best. Never let it rest. Make your good words better, and your better words your best.